and I want to see all the stages for X5. Thank you for your super generous donations, but with that, we are going to be tuning in to the next run, which is Just Cause 3, the Sky Fortress DLC run from pmcTRILOGY. Take it away.
Thank you so much. Hey folks, I'm pmcTRILOGY. I'm going to be doing a speedrun of Just Cause 3 Sky Fortress for you. I have with me on my virtual couch, KZ Frew.
Hey, what's going on?
And Brian Otto.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
And let's get this started, because this is going to start off with an auto-scroller. So the way this is going to work is that time is going to start when the HUD appears on the screen. So there's going to be about, I'm going to hit skip here, it's going to be about 4 seconds. As soon as you see the crosshair appear, that's the start of time. And time. All right, so this is about 1 minute and 15 seconds, but it gives me a chance to explain what's going on with the category. The category is Just Cause 3 Sky Fortress. So we are starting from new game of the base game, and then we are going to go through as much of the game as we need to unlock the Sky Fortress DLC missions. And then we're going to complete the Sky Fortress DLC missions. There's not really too much to do here. You can shoot SAM sites, you need to do that. We're going to be destroying this base later, but you can't actually destroy it right now, sadly.
Imagine
so yeah,
if you could. Oh man.
No, that would be
so cool.
It would be really cool. It would be, I mean, it would be kind of stressful. I don't know. I kind of enjoy, having a chance to relax, but.
Is it possible to fall off the plane? Because this is.
No.
Okay. I was gonna say
Yeah.
you're like standing at the edge, and I'm like,
No, you can like walk around. You can go like to the edge of the wings and stuff, but you cannot get off. I've tried. I've tried blowing up the plane too. So you only
exhaust
die
all
if you,
possibilities.
Yeah, believe me. One thing you can do here though is you can try and destroy this tree down here, which will be important for reasons in like 20 seconds. But yeah, so we get thrown off. Just Cause 3, a lot of the stuff I'm going to do in this game is going to be kind of obvious in terms of like using tethers and things. A thing that's not so obvious that I want to point out to everyone is that Rico, when he's on foot, has a lot of different states. And what I mean by that is that depending on whether you're in a parachute or you're reeling in because you've tethered something, or some other cases like the wingsuit, which we'll get later, those things are going to affect our options for how we can transition to other states. I should also mention that you might have looked on the schedule and thought to yourself, wow, there's no Mario games the first day of the schedule, but good news. We found Mario. He's right here in this truck, and I'm going to drive him to the next location.
Come on.
It's a him, Mario. All right, right here. Get in.
He's got a hot new rod. Well, it's not, he traded in Yoshi for this pickup.
This is pretty much the one time in the game we're going to be driving. There's not really, I mean, there is a full array of vehicles in this game. And right now the game is very strict about where we're going. So even if I tried to leave here, there's like an 8-second timer. I'm going to go for a little swag jump here. Probably not going to save time, but I could embarrass myself. Ooh, no. Actually, perfect. All right.
Hey, very nice.
Oh, no, there we go. I swung out.
No. There you can see just a little wall ride there.
Just a little drifting for funsies. But we're going to start off here with a few tutorial missions that will tell us everything we need to know about the game and slowly unlock our abilities. Like, for example, when I was free falling, which is one of the states that you can be in, I didn't actually get the option to grapple until I was very close to the ground. And so that's why you saw me parachute as close to the ground as I could before moving. We'll also have a few sequences here where we're going to be taking care of waves of enemies, and this is our first one. We're going to get in this tank. Again, the game is very strict about sequences, so you gotta take
I don't know
care
if
of
you
this.
realize how ridiculous what you just did was, because you've probably played so much of this game that you're numb to it, but you did in fact just leave Mario in the passenger seat of a moving vehicle.
Mario's fine. He's right there. Don't worry about it. He's okay. I've been speedrunning this game since January 2016, and it's really hard for me to get a sense of like what's normal.
That's why I'm here. Is sanity check. That's not normal.
When you're using grappling hooks all the time, you have to understand that you're pretty much always reeling from everything.
Get prepared for a lot more of that, ladies and gents. This the three of us here reminds me of GDQX 2019, grumpy old men sitting in the GDQ audience. Getting mad about shoutouts to Simple Flips jokes. Yep.
Such a good time. I'm ready for that as soon as we can. Once again, yeah.
All right, an important lesson here, and I know this looks strange, all right? I've played this game a lot, but I know this one looks strange. And when you're flying a helicopter and trying to get lateral movement, it is way faster, about 30% faster to fly sideways like this. So if you look at the odometer, you'll notice I'm getting about a 30% speed increase. It's a little unwieldy to control because I'm pressing down a bunch of inputs at the same time to make the helicopter freak out. But, you know, it works. It works.
That's nice. You know, I speedrun GTA, and you know, it would be so nice to have a speedometer. It would. For some reason, they just haven't implemented this yet.
I'm sure they'll figure. I mean,
head of the curve.
Just cause.
No, I wasn't. Dude, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't making a just cause joke. No, I was not doing that. I was not, man. All
right. Well, let me do this now while we're here.
Good.
Hey, Brian Otto. Do you know why I picked up speedrunning this game?
Why?
Just cause.
Okay.
All right, good. I was actually I was hoping to get one in before the donation comments, but I'm pretty sure the donation comment before we went live.
That was like the one right before, yeah.
Yeah, it was the one right before, so I was already sabotaged from the start. There was no chance.
This was the game that got you into speedrunning, right? This one?
Yes, that's correct. Cool. I had watched speedruns for years and thought like, oh, I can't do that. And then I played Just Cause 3 and I enjoyed it so much. I said, let me try and speedrun this. All right, but we've been using Just Cause 2 equipment this whole time, which means that it is in fact time for an upgrade. If you've only played Just Cause 2 and never got around to playing 3, one of the things that's really neat about this game is not just the wingsuit, but also your tethers can self-retract. Which is going to be useful when we get to the top of this hill. Because if you play Just Cause 2, you're probably familiar with this kind of movement where you're reeling in, parachute, reel in, you know, rinse, repeat. And this is cool. Like, I had a lot of fun playing
awesome.
Just Cause.
Yeah, this is great.
But we can do better. We can improve that. First off, the game wants us to learn about retractable tethers. So we're going to destroy this base in 4 tethers, including that one on the fence. We're going to have to take the fuel tanks out that, and then we have all these explosive containers that we're going to use to get all these. Grab that, and there you go. Voila. The base is gone.
That was awesome.
Don't worry about the debris.
Okay.
We're fine. Don't worry about it. Sometimes, look, I'm going to be honest about this, okay, folks? At least once in this run, I'll probably get killed by flying debris. It's going to happen. It's going to shoot out at me by surprise, and I'll be wingsuiting like this, which is one of the other new things for Just Cause 3. And it'll kill me. It's just going to happen. So a thing about wingsuiting, if you wingsuit close to the ground, you go faster. So you'll often see me trying to stay close to the ground. You do not actually need to plant the C4 on both sides of the bridge here. You can just plant it on one side. Game says good enough. They're still bombs. So now what's going to happen is we're going to wait for this convoy to get underneath us. And we're supposed to be, you know, destroying the convoy and waiting on the overlook and watching it. But cool guys don't look at explosions. The way Just Cause 3 keeps you on track is these timers, these little timers. But if your objective comes due, like that, see ya, you can kind of go to where you need to go next. And what the game wants us to do next is deal with some SAM sites. It wants us to learn how to hack SAM sites, which you can use to attack enemy helicopters, but we know where the enemy helicopters are going to spawn. They're right there. Thank you.
That was so sick.
Yeah, so we're just going to hijack it. And good news is that we can actually destroy the other helicopters, and that'll be... Ooh, wow. That was North American aim right there. And destroy these and move on with our objective. And so now this helicopter is my new friend. I'm going to try and babysit this helicopter for like the next 12 minutes. We're going to see how that goes. These helicopters are made of paper mache. They will explode. What's the
helicopter's name?
The helicopter is called a Navajo, not to be confused with an Apache, please. I don't know why you would draw that connection. All right, so that was the end of the second mission.
I saw the letters MAF on the side, and that's its name for me now.
Yeah, that's kind of like where my eyes went to, MAF.
Yeah, so solid.
I thought MAF was forbidden.
I get it.
Wait, I don't
it's
get
a
it.
math joke. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
numbers.
Okay.
KZ Frew is afraid of math.
Yeah, you know, you don't do math on stream, man, because you
It's
take like
true.
1 iota too long and people laugh at you.
It's true. When Spike was teaching me Picross or Picross, however you pronounce it, on stream, that was my worst nightmare because I cannot do math.
So we need to do some liberations, and as we all know, the best way to liberate is to destroy. And oh, good news! This is okay. So this is GDQ luck right here. There is a tutorial that has a random chance to happen. I've been practicing this game for weeks, and it has not happened. But here we are. This was actually added later in a patch, and for some reason has happened right now. Has not happened for weeks. I don't know why. But anyway, cool. So what we need to do now is we need to do some liberations. And what that means is that we're just going to blow stuff up. A note about grappling here. The game never really tells you this, but you can cancel your grapples, which is really useful. The reason why it's so useful is that you have less landing animation when you drop down with what's called a controlled fall state. So if I cancel my grapple, I enter a controlled fall briefly, which is super great because it allows me to interact with things pretty much immediately. It allows me to just deal with less animations. Whereas if you actually stuck with the full animation of the grappling, you would be watching Rico do this little animation where he like hits the ground and runs around and stuff. So what you're going to see me do is just try to avoid that as much as possible. Oh, that's debris. All right, we're fine. Okay. Nope. Joke's on me.
No.
All right. Well, wait.
No.
This
is
I need to live.
real out of hands.
All right. No. Good news. We found a new helicopter.
Okay.
We're okay.
It's okay.
Run saved.
PMC exists in chaos. He's used to it.
Yeah, this is unavoidable.
Math 2, son of math.
Yeah.
Math 2. Math Junior.
As you can see, there was an example of the kind of animation I'm trying to avoid. Whereas if I do like this, I'm pretty much landing right away, and I can get over to it. So that's kind of one of the more subtle things that you'll see. Whenever you see Rico's feet slide as he's getting into a vehicle or like pressing a button, that's an example of canceling grappling working out for you.
But yeah, so it's like an example of being cool.
It is an example of being cool. I also do it to look cool, which is honestly more important than technical explanations.
Yeah, it's gotta look cool. Like that's something I've come to a conclusion as well. It's like when I'm speedrunning, it's gotta look cool.
All right, so that was our first example of liberating a military base. In this tutorial portion of the game, I also need to liberate a town, which is going to be somewhat similar. It's going to involve some blowing some stuff up, but we're also going to have to deal with a DRM police station, which will be a little different because we have to cause havoc. But the good news is that we have a helicopter that shoots infinite missiles, which is quite useful for causing as much havoc as we need.
Is there ever a time when your ammunition is limited?
Yeah, it's called Just Cause 4.
Oh, see, they don't believe in fun.
But yeah, so here we're going to destroy a bunch. If there's sometimes another helicopter shows up, and we're going to grab this one.
Math 3.
Math 3.
Yep. Oh, bye. Whoa, there it goes. I don't know what happened there.
That is terrible.
Have you ever been hit by that?
By a helicopter ricocheting off the ground? Not yet.
Okay.
I have been hit by my own helicopter after getting out of it and falling down to the ground. That has 100% happened. I've also been hit by random flying cars while getting out of into a helicopter.
Do the rotor blades have like collision? Because I just saw you like jump.
Yeah,
while
I was
the blades
looking at
were
that
still
too.
spinning. I was like, whoa.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. I misread the UI. There's a magic pixel right there. Oh, okay. Never mind. So what happened there was there was a pixel I didn't see on the Havoc bar, and we couldn't liberate the town until that pixel was cleared. And somebody must have died. Somebody somewhere died so that I could fill the bar and get rid of that last pixel. Anyway, good news here. Our helicopter's still there, which we'll be coming back to in a second. And now we need to do the tutorial for learning how to do rebel drops. Before that, we're going to put our face into the mission marker.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
I meant to land on it, but thankfully the shock of hitting the ground and bouncing backwards put me into the marker, so we didn't have to watch me get up.
the fabric of my skull dissolving. Yes.
So this premise of this mission is that we're going to go to this mystery location and get a vehicle that Mario wants us to get, but the vehicle is going to be a scooter, and that would be really slow to drive. Like, we don't want to spend all that time driving a scooter. Good news, we have ways around that, is this helicopter here.
Does Mario need a scooter because you destroyed his truck in the first 2 minutes?
Yes. Well, actually, we don't hear most of the dialogue in this game, because we're skipping cutscenes and going fast. You will hear the reason, or if you read the subtitles at the bottom, you'll see why Mario wants me to get this scooter. It's actually vengeance. He was scorned by someone, and so as
Or on
as
scooters.
a return favor,
Yeah.
he's stealing their Razor freestyle scooter. So, but anyway, we're just gonna go grab that scooter and make our way back to the location that we need to go. This would actually be a great time for a donation or two.
Oh, absolutely. So, speaking of putting your face into that concrete earlier, we have $20 from Shiz, and they write, "Hey PMC, please don't turn this run into a bust cause. Good luck with the run, and the incentive goes to your choice." We
Thank you.
also have a burning question that's been asked by Archie, who also donated $20. They say, "Professional man of crime? Pretty masterful combat? Let's hear your favorite theories of what PMC stands for."
Yeah, what could PMC stand for? I've often wondered this myself. All right, so
Pretty
you might
much
wonder
chaos.
why am I being so careful here? And the answer is because that scooter will blow up if I set it down on the ground too heavy, and I really don't want it to blow up because it'll fail the mission and put me back to a previous checkpoint where I won't have this.
Did
I'm gonna
we
order a
cover
pizza.
that transporting the scooter by tether line in the helicopter is not normal? Aren't you supposed to
well,
drive it?
So here's the thing. The game actually handles me doing this really well. I don't really have to do anything unusual in order for me to get away with that. Like in terms of all the checkpoints happening, things like that. I do think that based on the mission dialogue and how well the game handles it, that is anticipated, that someone might do that. Someone might tow the scooter.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. I mean, I would hope so. Yeah.
Good news though, next mission definitely not anticipated what I'm gonna do.
Okay,
Oh, all right, here we go.
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
Oh, well, we actually have a second. I need to transport this helicopter to the next island.
Oh,
so we
okay.
actually
I just
did
wanted to
have
talk
another-
about how we
Yeah,
had two
please.
people in the same time at chat have a theory for PMC being Pevil may cry. Just at the same time, they had the same thought. That's so weird to me.
I mean, why not, right? Could mean anything. So we're bringing this helicopter with us for a few reasons. One is to do something similar to what we did last mission. We do also need to destroy some waves of enemies at the start of the next mission. And we do, it's just having missiles is really useful. I gotta say, it's just something you want if you can do it.
It really carries your point across better.
People listen to you.
Yeah.
We're
yeah,
also
for
going to
sure.
grab a beacon. This beacon was the thing that I threw earlier in order to get the rebel drop to happen. Keep that in mind. That'll come back in a second. No. I was trying to put my face in that marker. I was not set up for it. So a note about parachute state in this game. If you're in a parachute state, you do not take collision damage, period, ever. So that's really useful. That's going to be used a lot throughout this
Why
run.
did you skip the food?
Yeah, I was gonna say that looked good, dude.
I mean, if you're hungry, I don't know. Stay
Do you
hungry.
think
I guess so.
do you think Rico eats Scrabble?
What was that?
What was that?
It's just vibing.
What?
The plane just.
That's not normal.
I'm glad there's still things that shock.
I was
you in
gonna
this
say
game.
if
That's
that surprises you, that's when you know. Yeah.
I don't know. Stuff happens in this game. I've been playing this game for 4 years. It still finds ways to surprise me.
This is a hell of a sandbox. Yeah.
So we killed 2 waves of enemies down there. We killed 3 tanks. We also need to take care of this plane. This plane is full of paratroopers.
Getting dumpstered.
And Yeah, and it's getting dumpstered. As a backup strat, you can actually just tether the plane to the ground and it will crash, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
But, you know,
Strong
unfortunately,
tether.
yeah, it's pretty good. So now you can kind of guess what's happening. We are getting ready to rescue Mario.
Oh, yeah.
It's Rico, right? That's the name of the protagonist.
Yeah, Rico's the name of the protagonist.
Does he just really want to be Batman, suspending from things upside down and having a wingsuit?
Yeah, pretty much. Mario helpfully teleports into the Jeep, which is really useful. And we go from here.
Oh, this is not the normal way to save him. No.
So I can tell you for a fact this game does not like me doing this because there is a checkpoint in the middle of this mission, and if we do not hit the checkpoint, we cannot finish the mission. So we're going to make an extra effort here. Oh, we lost it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Wait, how did that happen?
So that's really there's just the risk of that happening. Don't worry, we got backup strats.
Did you just drop Mario into the ocean the way he drops Yoshi?
I think that was on
pits?
land, and I think he exploded. I'm gonna be honest with you there. So there is a risk that the tether will just explode.
Okay.
Like that's just going to happen. There is a backup strat where we can grab this helicopter.
Convenient helicopter. This one is map 43, so we skipped a few.
Yeah, we skipped a few. This one is not as powerful as our other helicopter. So we need to be a little more careful. But that's also good because we can't build up as much speed. Part of what happened is that the tether is only so strong. So we ended up losing the thing just because the tether snapped. Like just wherever we had, I think usually I try to put it in a place where there's less of a risk of the tether snapping. In that case, we just lost it. But as I was saying, we do need to get to a checkpoint.
Right.
And the checkpoint's going to be harder to hit. If I had the missile helicopter, I could destroy this bridge, and that would make it easier to hit the checkpoint zone. Since we lost the missile helicopter, the MAF, we're going to be a little more careful, but again, it's kind of normal just because we have to do it. So with this strat, we have to swing the Jeep between these two light poles.
You're getting annihilated. Is that normal?
Yeah, I get shot sometimes. Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
So, okay.
Oh, God.
So we just have to kind of swing it through. Yeah, once I see checkpoint, I'm in the clear.
Okay.
Mario's gonna need some new overalls.
Yeah. Are you at risk of the truck just hitting the ground and exploding there, or because of?
Yeah, if I descended too quickly.
Okay.
The truck does have a suspension system, which will help it absorb some shock if it lands on its tires.
I'm sure that saying that will calm Mario.
Yeah, the end zone for this mission is over here. I'm gonna just sort of descend and try to get it in there. There's a risk during this load screen of the truck exploding anyway and failing the mission.
Oh,
it did not
what?
happen.
Come on.
So we're good. We're good. We're fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, can't use that one. I want to take this one instead. Please ascend. Please ascend. Please ascend. Please ascend. Thank you. Okay. All right. It's still good. It's still good. It's just a little airborne. I need this for reasons. Don't worry about it. Okay.
It doesn't sound like it's doing very good.
It's fine.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna ask for another pizza. I have like a 50% shot of making this work. Let's see what happens. That helicopter almost hit me.
Oh, here we go.
And we got it.
Nice. That is so sick.
All right, so
What
that's a
the
helicopter.
hell?
That's a jet
Okay,
hijack.
bye.
Imagine for a second that you ordered pizza, and you said instead of the pizza, I want the car, and you took the car. Please don't do that. But that's what I did. We have a second here if we have some more donations while we're traveling to our next destination.
Of course. So I know you already did the Just Cause, but True Bitoff donated $25 and said, if there was a lion in this game, how would it attack? Just claws. You're welcome.
You can take pride in that joke.
Oh my God.
We have time for Bernie.
Please,
also
yeah, we'll get one
donated. All right, Bernie donated $25 and said, huge shout out to PMC from the JC3 runners. Good luck on your run.
Awesome. So that was the quickest way to get to our next place. At this point, the Sky Fortress DLC content has unlocked, so I could go do it. But the next mission is very short, and it will unlock fast travel for us. And as it turns out, you can save quite a bit of time using fast travel. Fast travel is going to be really important to how we get the DLC missions done so quickly. We have to walk 5 feet to start another cutscene.
Didn't look like walking. It's not how I walk.
That's how you walk?
No, it's not how I walk.
Throw that rope over there and pull yourself in now. So one of the things the game's going to teach us is that we can get resources like beacons and other things or fast travel flares by helping people. So it's going to make us help a man with a boat. I have been saying for weeks I'm going to accidentally kill this man with his own boat. It didn't happen. Thank goodness. I was really worried. Sometimes the boat just says, instead of going in the water, I'm going to commit a murder, and you fail the mission. You have to redo that.
It's just, it sounds like everything can go wrong at all times, and it doesn't even have to make sense.
Nope. I mean, look, we've been saying it happens just cause, and like I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Things do just happen. All right, so we have fast travel. For some reason that I don't understand, we are able to now fast travel to the end of the game. Pretty much, this is an end game area. I'm going to do the thing that is I'm most concerned about in this run, which is hijack an invincibility helicopter from the middle of a base where they are firing nukes at me constantly.
Oh. Well, good luck with that.
I'm going to try and dodge 2 nukes. I might get hit by 1. If I get hit by 1, it's okay. But I need to not die.
You just eat a nuke. It's fine. Yeah.
I'm already so exhausted by everything that's happened.
We're fine.
What?
We're fine. All right, wait. This might be... We're good. Oh, okay.
He's flying into the building.
Descend. All right, we're good. First cycle.
Wow.
We did it first cycle. It's okay.
Unbelievable. Well done.
A Bavarian helicopter is invincible except for its blades if it crashes into something, so the pilot almost took me out while I was stealing his helicopter, but it's okay.
Pilot knew the one weakness.
Yeah, the pilot said, no, sir, this is my helicopter. Please don't take this. And so that about wraps up the part of the base game that we're going to do. And so now, name of the category is Sky Fortress DLC. We are going to go start the Sky Fortress DLC, but not quite as the game wants us to. We're going to bring this helicopter that has infinite rockets and energy shields. So that should be useful. We do need to park it about 250 meters away from the start of the next mission, just so that we don't run into any risk of the helicopter despawning. And this will be it. So now we're gonna meet the new star, which is our jetpack wingsuit. This is an upgrade. We're gonna have some upsides and downsides that we'll get into. The downsides will become apparent after this mission. It's gonna be all upsides at first.
That's cool. I got a question. So all those barrels of fuel they were collecting in DKC, that was to power this jetpack?
Yes, that's correct.
Nice. I love stringing together some GDQ lore.
I think that might have been a glitched parachute there for a second. I think my parachute didn't appear, but it didn't happen again, so don't worry about it. Sometimes your parachute just doesn't appear, but you still float and move like you're parachuting.
Again, it just doesn't even have to make sense.
Nah, don't worry about it. So the game is trying to tutorialize us right now about how to use the new cool abilities of the jetpack wingsuit, but we're in a helicopter, so like whatever. We're not going to pay attention to that. And this all ends up being a lot better anyway. Suppose to tail this drone. We're going to be able to leave it behind, but we do have to hold off. I mentioned earlier that you get these timers, right? These timers that sort of restrict where the game wants you to be. Game wants you to be next to this thing right now. If you get too far away, it starts a 20-second timer. So we're going to let it get a little more forward. We're going to let it get to the beach, and then we're going to leave it behind because we know where we need to go. And once we get there, that timer is going to go away because we've in effect, passed what we needed to do. So we just need to get up to this wall. As you notice, once again, I'm flying sideways, going like 350 kilometers per hour, whatever kilometers are.
Catch up with the drone as if you aren't basically saying, hey, watch this, and just shooting forward.
So we go where we need to. We hope that these spawn in. They don't always spawn in, but they did, which is good. We need to destroy these next. This helicopter is pretty good. The one downside is that the rockets aren't particularly accurate, but we have a lot of them, so we make up for accuracy with volume. And then we got to clear one more wave of these as they try to... So right now, the game wants us to learn about the jetpack weapons. We don't, obviously, not going to use these jetpack weapons right now, but they will be relevant in for a good portion of the run after this. And then an enemy is going to spawn. And then we're going to send up to the Sky Fortress. So I would say right now is another excellent opportunity for a few donations as I make my way to the Sky Fortress.
Fantastic. So we have Ansi donating $10, and they say there was just cause to add just cause to the schedule. So now I can donate for a just cause during just cause. Just cause. Thank you for that wonderful
That was good.
donation.
That was good.
We also had a $5 donation from Wolfie that says, the movement in this game is insane. Had to donate because I'll be rewatching this on YouTube for the sheer motion mastery. So thank you for that. And you have time for one more?
Yeah, give me one more.
Perfect. Well, I believe it is Coast of Sky has donated $100, and they say, good luck, PMC. Proud of you for making it to GDQ. So thank you for your donations.
All right, so welcome to Sky Fortress Liberations, where we're going to be using the jetpack to cause trouble.
Alrighty, so in the meantime, we got plenty of donations, so let's read a few of them. We have, let's see here, get some good puns in here. Esgriff has donated $25, and they write, why are PMC's runs faster afternoon? It's a PM secret. Thank you for that wonderful pun. Keep them coming. Just like Fretzel has donated $50, and they write, these puns are leaving me in stitches. Or maybe it's just gauze? Mr. Robespierre has donated $25, and they write, what does your mom tell you when you play this game at home and it's dinner time? Just pause. So thank you for those wonderful, wonderful donations. Alrighty, we are back. So now would be a perfect time for some fantastic punny donations for everybody, shall we? So, starting off with $25 from Esgriff, they write, why are PMC's runs faster afternoon? It's a PM secret. Fretzel has donated $50, and they write, these puns are leaving me in stitches. Or maybe it's just gauze. Thank you for those wonderful donations. But now it looks like everything is back up working perfectly, so we will send you right over to pmcTRILOGY once more. So PMC, take it away.
Folks, we're back at it. I don't know exactly where things cut off, so I'm going to pretend I have to reintroduce this whole part. I am now liberating the Sky Fortress, which means that I need to take care of all these structures that are on the Sky Fortress in order to proceed with the game. A lot of these structures, so the nice thing about Chaos Objects in Just Cause 3 is that they do have sort of particular quirks. There are places on them where if you can get away with it, you want to aim because you're going to do more damage. There are weak spots that you want to take advantage of, and things like that. The missile lock-on, I'm going to probably be cursing this entire run because it is a little unreliable. I can't exactly control it, unfortunately. But
is
for
that
the most
the
part,
missiles locking onto you?
well, so when you see the little flashing red square that rotates, which will appear when I don't want it to, because that's how it works. That is me. That's me. Yeah. So like, for example, that's my lock on. When you see that thing in the middle of the screen where it's like incoming missile and it wants me to dodge, those are the missiles that the drones are shooting at me. A note about missiles and the missiles that are shot at me is that they have some physics damage associated with them. So when I'm getting hit by them while in the wingsuit mode, I'm not only taking the explosive damage from the missile, I am also taking the damage from the collision from being hit by a missile, as it goes. And so what that means is that you'll sometimes, when I don't have time or I don't want to, I will sometimes go into a parachute mode just to reduce the damage. I'll still take the explosion, but it'll help me out a little bit. It will allow me to avoid a little bit of damage. Here we have one pylon that managed to survive. No, that's not the pylon. The game does give you the things that you have to blow up, and so usually I have a route, but sometimes one of them will not blow up. For example, these usually chain explode, which is why I don't worry about them quite as much, but as you can see here,
Just
one
flying
of them,
right through the hangar.
yeah, don't worry about it.
This run has so many just casually really cool moments, like especially like the quick turns you do with the parachute in the middle of the jetpack. This looks awesome. Whoa.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good point too. I use parachute to quick turn. There is an air brake that you can use, but it requires more animations and it doesn't allow you to turn and stop on the spot. So I don't really use it as much. There was a good example of the lock-on ignoring me because I wanted to shoot what I was looking at instead of what ended up happening there. But that's fine. And now we have to clear the second half of the ship. So we cleared the bottom half of the ship, which is cool. Now we're going to have to go ahead and take the other half of it. These pylons, like once you nick them with small arms fire and they start smoking, they're going to blow up. One of the harder chaos objects that we have to deal with are drone depots. If you destroy the 3 canisters in the side of drone depots, you're good. And if you see it pop up, that's also usually a sign that it's in the process of exploding, and you can just sort of peace out at that point. Because again, some things will start showing animations that they're going to explode before they actually explode. But yeah.
Is this the stern? Is that the official nautical term?
Oh, I don't know, man. I hate boats. Boats are boats.
Well, this is like an
boats
airboat,
have never been fun in video games. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe Hydro Thunder, but like that's about it.
Now you got me thinking of other fun boats in video games.
Well, I mean, you're not thinking of any, right? Like, just proves my point.
Yeah, what was that one, like, boat fighting game on, like, OG Xbox? Like, was it Bloodwake?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I forget the name of it.
Yeah. Hydro Thunder's definitely a good pick, though. Yeah.
So we're close to finishing up. So this is the first part of the liberations that we're going to deal with. Those anti-air cannons are sort of the most difficult thing to destroy. A lot of these others are easier. For example, these extractor drones have the little tanks on the back, which are easy to destroy. Some things just get eviscerated by small arms fire. That's a good example. The redundancy routers there. And then the batteries, you can kind of take multiple approaches to. Ooh, am I dead? No, we're good. We're fine.
Oh. Wow.
These noises are really stressful now that I can hear them.
So what happened there was I had a catch-22. I could dodge the missile and enter in an animation where I couldn't parachute and then crash my face into the top of the ship. Or I could just take the missile and die. So I was like, well, let me go out in style. I'll try and dodge the missile and it'll look cool. And then I'll, plant my face into metal and die. Guess I'll die now. But that is the end of the first portion of the Sky Fortress Liberations, which gives us free reign to go into the next mission, taking control, where we'll mess around with some of the innards of the Sky Fortress. It's kind of fun. I really enjoy this location. I think this is a really neat sort of place that they added. This actually stays in. It's kind of in the middle of the map of the Just Cause 3 open world map if you only play the main base game. But now we have to destroy some jammers and not die. I mentioned earlier that dying during the liberations is not really a big deal. The Sky Fortress missions don't really have that many checkpoints though. So we really want to not die. I'm gonna be trying a little harder to not fly into debris, things like that, just so we don't, have to revert. Because at this point, if I died, I would have to go all the way back.
It just seems like constant hell. Just endless.
I should mention the drones can pre-fire my homing. They can pre-fire me, so even if I'm not in the jetpack state where I can dodge missiles, they can fire the missile, and then when I go into jetpack, it'll have already locked onto me and probably be next to me saying hi and then exploding. So it's interesting.
It's pretty good.
All right, so we're gonna have to destroy this thing in a second. Good news, we can destroy it through the wall, but we're gonna wait. If you destroy something that the game wants you to destroy, before it wants you to destroy it, you'll probably soft block, so, don't do it. We're gonna grab this, which will be useful to us in a hot second. Oh. All right, there we go. Takes care of the thing that opens the door for us, and now we're stuck in here in the creepy cavern. We're gonna wait for some waves of infantry. If we got more donations, now would be a great time.
Perfect. So, Astolia has donated $10, and they say, are we legally obligated to send in bad puns with these donations? That's what I call a jest clause. Let's see. We also have Mad Mega has donated $50, and they write, "Good luck to PMC on his Air Fortress run. Donation goes to his incentive choice. Why? Just 'cause." Time for one more?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Perfect. All right. Soraya has donated $15, and they write, "GDQ holds a special place in my heart, and I'm so excited to watch another week of incredible runs. Major shout out to those working tirelessly behind the scenes to keep everything going, and especially to Breezeby, our previous host, who was doing an absolutely stellar job hosting." Heart. So thank you for all of those.
You know what I think, PMC, when I see this face?
Yes. What
Thank
do you
you,
think?
man.
Oh, okay.
I had another joke. I forgot what it was. I think it was better than that one. But for some reason, I chose that one. I don't know.
At least you committed.
Yeah.
One way or the other, you're like, I'm going to finish this joke.
No, sometimes you got to commit to the bit. All right, so we opened up the next area of the ship.
Oh, this is
So
cool.
we're going to fly around.
Woo!
And again, cancel, so that allows us to immediately go into the panel that we have to interact with. And this is going to start up a fight. We're going to set ourselves up for success with some more planet explosives. This upside down spider with guns is going to be really mad at us in a second, but we know where it is. We know where it lives, and we're gonna deal with that accordingly.
If I can ask, if you have a moment, how nuanced
Please.
is this movement that you're doing? Because it looks like really visually impressive. Is there a lot of practice to it, or do the game systems kind of allow it to work that way?
I think it looks more impressive than than necessarily I'm skilled. I think what's most important, like in terms of nuance, is knowing when you can transition from one state to another.
Absolutely.
That's why I gave that talk about like you can do you have to know when you can go from one to the other. And
yes.
It's going to vary. And you also have to know what you can do during certain phases. So when you're wingsuiting, you can grapple, you can start missions, but you can't shoot. When you're in controlled fall, you can shoot. When you're in free fall, you can't shoot, et cetera, et cetera.
There's a bit of a push and pull with everything then.
Yeah, so it's a really, that's why I like to talk about it as a kind of a management of states, because that's the most important concept. Because sometimes you're just stuck, like the time I died, you're stuck in animations. So like you just have to put yourself in the best position to be able to bail. Like when I did that thing where I dodged the nukes, getting hit by a nuke put me into ragdoll. In ragdoll, you can grapple out of it, and so that's the first thing I'm trying to do because I need to move before I get hit by another nuke. Mm-hmm. So you want to pay attention just to what states you're in, and try to avoid being caught out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So what is this base here? This objective? This isn't a part of the Sky Fortress, is it?
It is actually. So, what's going on here is that the plot of the Sky Fortress is that the Sky Fortress AI is trying to harvest Bavarium. Bavarium is sort of Medici's unobtainium. It's just the resource that Medici has that's really special, and everyone wants it because it does cool stuff, like makes your helicopters invincible. Sometimes when you're trying to grapple places, Rico will decide to grapple the foreground. And there you go. That's just, that's how it happens. But good news, it's extraction. So what happens is after we do that mission taking control, it spawns some additional extraction sites that we have to take care of before we can do the final mission in the DLC. Unfortunately, I was almost close to being done with this. Now, we clear the site, and we get to learn a little bit about fast travel. You can only fast travel if your heat is clear. But
I know what's
unfortunately,
gonna happen.
they're searching for me, and so, of course, the easiest way to clear your heat is to blow yourself up.
I'm so proud, man. Are you proud? I saw you put mines on your feet, and then just stand there. It's like, I know.
I mean, well, mine is a terrible thing to waste, so.
You got that speedrunner. You got that speedrunner IQ, KZ.
Yeah,
I know.
So the thing about fast travel flares is that you need to have a fast travel flare to fast travel. If you fast travel from a province that you have liberated, it does not consume the fast travel flare, so you can then fast travel again. If you fast travel from a province that you have not liberated, which is what I just did, it does consume the fast travel flare. So what I'm doing is I have fast traveled to a province where I can pick up another fast travel flare and also fast travel from that province so that I do not consume the fast travel flare. So that when I destroy this base, I will be able to go straight to the final mission. There will be a test at the end.
Is this mechanic, like, I was about to ask, is this needlessly obtuse? Like,
I mean, it's probably not as bad. I probably could have explained it simpler. I don't know. It's kind of like,
fair.
Do you have the nouns to explain it? Maybe. Do you know, Medici is pretty much always in like a state of summer, which makes it really, really advantageous for speedrunning. Do you know why that is?
Why?
Because you never have to worry about fall damage.
Got nothing, man. I got nothing. I was trying. I was racking my brain. I was like, I wanted to say something like, isn't it winter now? But that makes me look so, you know, like, duh.
So anyway,
I expected nothing less when he asked
site.
me to be on the couch, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
some
What
of it
did you
is just, you know, assaulting us with your humor, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. I have no problem with being a prop. Absolutely not. I know what's going to happen.
Well, wait a second. Is it? Oh, no, we don't need to. It cleared. Sometimes it'll clear randomly. I don't always need to blow myself up, okay?
Rico
Imagine making a fool of yourself like KZ just did. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, that's a little embarrassing for me, huh? Yeah, oh well.
You gotta be prepared to do the necessary. But you don't always have to do it.
Rico puts away the detonators, says not today.
Yep. Sometimes you just have to put your face
God.
into the paper.
Shoutouts to 100% skippable cutscenes, by the way. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
actually,
nice.
you just jinxed me, Brian Otto, because this is an
my.
unskippable
Okay.
cutscene.
I
You
just
had to open your big mouth.
I dogged on KZ and I just ate it. Yep.
You just
Alright.
immediately. Wow, how profound is that?
This really says a
immediate
lot about our
turnaround.
society.
So this is now the final mission of the Sky Fortress DLC. We're gonna have to destroy about let's say 3.5 sets of things on the bottom of this, and hopefully we'll take as few deaths as possible. Ideally none, but you know, who knows what's gonna happen. Once we see the Dorito fall, we know that we're good to move on to the next objective.
The Dorito, that's the waypoint? We're talking about the waypoint.
The little red marker.
Yeah, okay, I
That's
see
a
it now.
Dorito,
Yeah.
right? It's a Dorito.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree.
No. Come on. Yeah, see, these things tease me sometimes, where they're not sure if they want to explode. I can't be really certain. So we have a checkpoint here. This is a good checkpoint to have, because we're gonna need to destroy all of those little flaps coming around. This cannon is gonna destroy Medici. It's just gonna sort of destroy the whole island.
Oh.
And we don't
that's
want
cool.
that.
Okay.
So
This is actually a Death Star.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
an actual Death
apparently.
Star. You know, for some light mining, as it were. Because this robot, which is basically a sort of GLaDOS type robot. Okay, we are gonna bail. Oh, wait.
Oh.
All right. There's just a lot of drones. All the drones that have red lights have a chance to just shoot a missile at me, which is real bad, especially if I'm flying towards them, because it turns out head-on collisions, they're not good for your forehead. So
As we've learned. Yeah.
yeah, as we've learned. So I'm gonna take it extra careful here to avoid that.
Are the missile evasions, are those just a quick time event?
Yeah, so they're a quick time event, but they have an interesting input. In order to evade them, you have to hit Alt plus a direction.
Oh, interesting.
Intuitive.
So I'm typically mashing Alt plus S to make them happen. If you're stuck in another animation, they won't activate, which is why sometimes you've seen me just kind of eat missiles, because it's not happening.
Yeah, I guess there's only so much you can do when it's this chaotic, right?
Right, yeah. So there we go. Now I'm going to avoid. Now we're pretty much in the final part of it here. I need the cannon to blow up. The good news here is that sometimes the cannon will just kind of blow up for me if drones crash into it. There we go. So that's destroyed now. Oh, that's a piece of debris. All right, so we are coming up on time here. You'll see time when I hit the button. There's a button up here. I'm waiting for this ceiling to disappear, so I'm just gonna repeatedly grapple and cancel my grapples while I'm waiting, as you do when you're trying to get through. Folks, that is time. That's Just Cause 3 Sky Fortress DLC.
Yo, GG, man.
Yeah,
GG.
thank you. I'm really proud of this. Thank you again, GDQ. Thank you, Avalanche and Square Enix for putting this game out into the world. Thank you, KZ Fruit and Brian Nato for backing me up here.
Thank you for having me.
And yeah, thank you all for watching. This is just the beginning of AGDQ. So excited for this whole week. So please keep watching, keep donating, and that is it for me. Until next time.
Thank you, pmcTRILOGY, for that absolutely amazing run. Couple quick donations for that. Hawkmoon has donated $20. They say, studied politics for years and wrote my master's thesis on Just Cause 3. Now I study games for a living, so I'm happy to donate some money for this game that changed my life. Let's change some more and kick cancer's butt. I agree, Hawkmoon. I agree. And because I cannot resist another pun, Aaron donated $5 and said, I asked a crow why it crossed the road. Its answer was just cause. Nicely done, and thank you for that donation. Duchess Taco COA has donated $100, and they write, let's get Mega Man X5 over that hump. And we are getting so close to reaching our goal of upgrading Mega Man X5 to all stages. We only have one more run left before that is reached, so if you want to see all stages, make sure you put your donation towards that incentive. Speaking of that X5 run, Anonymous has donated $50 and said, this prize pool, words are hard. The prize pool is incredible. Super hyped to upgrade that X5 run. Thank you, Anonymous, for that awesome donation. But right now, let's sit tight as we check in with a Twitch ad. Adam has donated $15, and they write, love bringing in the new year with some positivity. Good luck to all the runners, and thank you for always putting on such a wonderful showing. Smiley face. Thank you for that donation. But for right now, get those lamp emotes all set to go, because we are going to be checking in with Scent for some prizes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2021 online. My name is Scent. This is, of course, The Lamp, and we are indeed going to talk about some prizes. But first, I did just want to comment on something I saw Spike talking about a little earlier. I don't get what everyone's saying with all this gaming chair nonsense. I've got everything I need in this chair right here. I mean, it's comfortable. I've got a keyboard. I've got a mouse. I've got a mouse pad. Doesn't seem to be working quite right now, but that's fine. You know, I've got all the prizes I need right here. Don't need to navigate to anything additional. So, all the prizes I'm going to talk about right now are available from now until the end of the Ori and the Will of the Wisps race that's going to happen a little bit later tonight. So make sure to get those donations in. From Mirai Lindsay, we have this absolutely beautiful Dragon Age sketchbook. It's got a dragon stamped on both sides of it. You know, it's just a custom handmade sketchbook full of paper of different sizes and thicknesses for you to put some artistic intentions on. I'm not very artistic. I don't get it, but I think it's super cool, and I love that it's handmade. It's just a beautiful, beautiful piece. It's a $15 minimum donation from now until the end of Ori. Let's see, we have a bunch of great prizes here. From Wolf Shadow, we have 2 different sets of iron-on patches, and they are so cool. For a $10 minimum donation, we have the Maverick Hunters and the Maverick symbol from the Mega Man X series. We got an X run coming up. Super looking forward to that. That's a $10 minimum donation for those 2 together. And from Classic Mega Man, we have Dr. Light, Dr. Wily here in the center. Whoop, rotated it the wrong way. And Dr. Cossack from Mega Man 4. This set comes together, and I believe it's a $15 minimum donation for all 3 of those. Thank you so much to Wolf Shadow for sending those in. Now, from our good friend Coweyes, we have a beautiful golden Mega Man amiibo. You can see him up there on the mantelpiece, as well as a collection here of different Mega Man, oops, let me cycle back to the beginning, postcards that go from Mega Man 1 all the way to Mega Man 6. You got all the different bosses and wily bosses here included in them. These are super cool. The whole set comes together for a $15 minimum donation, and shout out to Coweyes for making that happen. Now, got to pick this up here. From Katie Hughes, we have this absolutely beautiful Mega Man fused glass piece. This isn't a perler. This isn't a painting. Each one of those little squares is a piece of glass fused to the other ones in, you know, color combinations that make it look like Mega Man from the X series shooting off a charged Mega Buster. It's super cool. I am a huge fan of this. It's a $25 minimum donation, so make sure to get those donations in, because you only have from now until the end of Ori and the Will of the Wisps. And of course, speaking about Ori, from our friends over at Fangamer and Moon Studios, we have a beautiful Ori prize pack. Now, first off, we have this lovely little Ori plush here designed by Eyes5. It's just absolutely adorable. It has magnetic hands, so Ori can hold stuff, or Ori can just clap. I really like making Ori clap. It's fun. But that's not all, because the pack also comes with a set of pins of Ori and Ori's friends from the games, designed by Nina Masumoto. They are absolutely beautiful. The whole set together is a $20 minimum donation, so make sure to get those donations in. For a $50 minimum donation at any time today, from the start of the marathon until the Pikmin 2 run a little bit later tonight, $50 will get you in for a one-of-a-kind 6-foot banner by our artist LLK. She does absolutely amazing work. She's the one who drew all of the dinosaurs and Velocity's extended family, species, whatever you want to call it, that you're seeing on the break screen, as well as that you saw during the countdown. It's so good. The artwork is available over on the tracker, or it's available over on our Twitter page if you'd like to go look at it there. Super cool poster. Again, one of a kind, 6 feet long. We print one and we're done with it. So make sure to get your donations in, $50 any point today. And we can't talk about prizes without, of course, talking about our grand prizes. That's right, prizes. We have 2 separate amazing grand prizes from our friends over at Heroic Replicas, and especially Dave from Heroic Replicas. We have your choice of a customized replica, and there are so many amazing options. You can pick a Master Sword. You can pick the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy. You can pick the Chris Sword from the Legend of Zelda cartoon, the Excuse Me Princess cartoon. They all look great. You can head over to our website to see an album of all of the different choices and read up on how you can customize them. And from our friends over at Red Wolf Networks, we have this beautiful gaming PC you can see here on the floor next to me. You can catch a little bit of the RGB from the RAM as well as the CPU cooler. It is an amazing machine. You can head over to the tracker, check out the specs of it. It's got a 3070 GPU in it. Those are so hard to get a hold of right now. It's got 32 gigs of RAM. It's got a 250 gig internal SSD. It's just stacked full of amazing stuff. Shout outs to Red Wolf Network for making that happen. And that is going to just do it for me. Thank you all so much. Remember, all the prizes I talked about were from now until the end of Ori and the Will of the Wisps. So let's get those donations in. And also, let's just get excited as we get ready for some Ratchet and Clank.
All right. Thank you, Sent. In terms of donations, we have $25 from Lightning Goat, and they say, thank you to everyone putting so much effort into such a great cause. And shout outs to the commentators and everyone working behind the scenes to make it all work. Stay safe out there, everyone, and putting this towards the Sonic 06 Glitch exhibition. And one more big one, we have Neutral Party donating